Okay guys, here is an original for all Corvairs, Chevrolet Corvair idler bearing for the belt. So we need to change this. We need to press the bearing assembly out of the bracket. This is a snap-on. Imagine that.
Very nice.
I mean, this is what I tried to use. It wouldn't work because even though you can tighten this down, you can't get the fingers to grab tight enough. And if you do and you put a lot of pressure, it begins to ding this up. I don't feel like dinging it up. So we've come up with this. This is very simple, and it uses a standard steering wheel puller. And it goes like so. You got to use a little spacer here because you want something small enough to push on just on the shaft. You don't want to be pushing on the housing. You want to add a little pressure like that. I got pressure on it. And then you want to fire off get a MAP gas torch or acetylene torch and heat it up. A little heat. You've already got pressure on it. You pile a little heat on here. The one I did yesterday. There it goes. You hear it pop. That's it. It's ready to come out. Ta-da!
Done. You think this guy's gonna be hot?
No. Done. Ta-da!
It's gonna fall on the ground.
And you haven't hurt this at all?
No.
Because you expanded it enough that it pushed the bearing out. So this little guy is smoking fast.
Oh yeah.
So we've come up with this and we're modeling it now. These are probably going to be available very soon.
Yep.
A very simple little tool. And most of you guys that do your own work are going to have a steering wheel puller. Chevy didn't have anything in the manual about how to get this apart. No. If you look up the tools in the back of each section, there's nothing that shows tools for this. And after I screwed around with the other puller for a while, I went, I'm going to come up with something different. So yeah, this is the fix. Very fast, guys. Okay, so this is the one we did actually before we pushed the other one out. And this got pressed on. There's an 1/8 inch space between the bearing. If you set the pulley up properly on the bearing assembly, you got to do that first, and then the assembly gets pressed onto the shaft. Make sure you put it in the correct side. You want to see the part number. If you can't see the part number, you put it on backwards, and guess what? You get to pull it off. Which, if you got the right tool, it'll come right off.
Yeah.
So anyway, we press this on. We used a piece of 1/8 inch plate, something really simple. Just set it in there, warmed this up, dropped it in. It went in about halfway. A little bit of pressure to push it the rest of the way because it began to. The temperatures begin to become harmonious.
Yeah.
And voila, one pressed on bearing. Have a good one. Adios.